Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video I'll be talking about Euclid's fifth requirement. So let's jump in. So first of all, in the mainstream, as I've shown in previous videos, even the statement of the fifth requirement, quote axiom, they get it wrong. And this just illustrates how big the problem is around understanding Euclid. So first we'll give the precise definition. So the fifth requirement states that the sum of co-interior angles on either side of a transversal crossing any two lines is constant regardless of how the transversal crosses the same. So as you can see, this is very different than what's taught about how the fifth requirement has anything to do with parallelism. So do you see anything about parallelism in this statement? The fifth requirement in the original Greek is stated without stating this word parallel at all. So this is a dynamic applet, and I'll just give you a taste of what it's about and some appreciation and motivation, and then I'll build up. We need to build the fifth requirement up, because from the definition, and this just shows how it's not arbitrary and there's much more involved, and the Greeks must have known about this. Well, obviously they did, because we have the term co-interior angles. We have to define what co-interior angles are. The definition of a transversal and such. So let's have a taste of this applet. So this is what the fifth requirement is about. These dynamic tools are just so good to give you an understanding of how the ancient Greeks thought. So the fifth requirement has to do with the sum of these angles. So in the previous video we left off from the fourth requirement. So there's a lot involved in the fifth requirement, so I'll just give you a quick overview for you to appreciate the complexity, and just to create a sort of mind map around the whole thing, and then we'll attack each point at a time analytically. So we need to define a parallel line, and to define a parallel line we have to define a secant line. We also have to define a transversal line. After we've done that, we have to analyze what happens at these points where these lines meet, and what the relationship of these various the relationships of the angles are. So here, there are proofs involved with these angles. We also have to define a triangle and prove a theorem about the given triangle, and only then can we move on to the fifth requirement. So as you see, this is very involved, and I'm sure you've never seen such a deep analysis on this topic. So actually I'll just leave you with this in this video, and I've given you an overview and a little taste, and I'll make a separate video to jump into every point, each at a time, in depth. So see you in the next one. Bye.